Hi, welcome to our second episode of Digital Mastery Minutes short webinar series. Today we are going to talk about website visitor surveys, and in particular I would like to share with you 12 key questions that you need to ask to better evaluate how your organization's website is performing. And on the second part of the webinar, I would like to share with you how you can really get this all set up and start your website visitor survey in literally less than 12 minutes and completely free. So let's start. So before we review the questions, the actual 12 key questions, let me start with reminding what are those top benefits for conducting a website survey. So if you haven't started a website survey yet, maybe these are the good reasons for you to consider it. So the first is that collecting feedback from website visitors really help identify areas for improvement in the website design and your navigation, your structure, your content, and this really leads to a better user experience. So because an optimized website with better user experience and functionality can really improve your ranking in search results as well. So this really has a direct impact on your SEO. So because it results in the increased visibility and gaining organic traffic. So the other benefit is that as you provide an opportunity to customers to share their voice, be heard by the company, and this really leads to the increased engagement, and over time it builds up a loyalty of your users. So by regularly conducting surveys, you can really measure the level of customer satisfaction, and which is really going to help you to make necessary changes in order to meet their continuous needs. So the other important factor is that conducting a website survey really gives you that justified data and data-driven insights into what really works and what doesn't work on your website, and this really help you to highlight the areas of improvement in terms of your functionality, in terms of how the content is serving for your marketing or business needs, and so on the road you will be learning what are your user preferences, what is your user expectation, so you will have more informed decisions for your product development, for your marketing strategies, or for any changes you would like to make on your website. And this also the survey also going to help you to increase your website traffic, because a well-designed and user-friendly website with really enhanced functionality do really attract more visitors, and they really help to increase the website traffic, because improving the user experience and focusing on the customer and your user satisfaction is going to lead you to increased conversion rates as well, and this really going to have an impact to the bottom line of your business, and as you invest in your website over time, you will be able to better understand how your website is really serving to meet your business needs, marketing goals, and really better understand what is the return on your website investment. So and last but not least, by regularly conducting website surveys, your organization can really stay ahead of the competition, and as you focus by continuously improving your online presence, by taking into account the feedback you collect, this really going to demonstrate your users and your customers that you really customer centric in terms of that you listen to them and you really act on the on their experience and on the information they share with you. So this all is going to build a certain customer loyalty, also the trust in the organization, and over time this is really going to create that positive brand perception. So now, as we jump into these 12 key questions, I try to break them down into like 4 categories of like demographics, the purpose, the actual experience part, and the implications for brand as well. So now, talking about this basic demographics, it's important to understand who are visiting your website. So the first 3 questions would be very much to capture that information. So and also how they access their website. So if you start with like, how are you accessing our website today, you will be able to capture what platform or device they use in order to access your website. So the other question is that, how often do you visit our website? So and here you want to capture the frequency of the visit, because it's quite a good difference in terms of like experience of first-time users and your regular frequent users. So in order to better segment the results you get from your survey, it's a good idea to first of all identify your internal and external audiences and provide them in the answer choices. So as a result, you will be able to better relate on the kind of responses they provide. So the next set of questions is for you to learn about the visit purpose. And you basically start with the question, what is your main reason for visiting our website? And then you try to learn about what content of your website they actually look through in order to find the answers they were looking for. So the next question is, which sections of our site have you mainly visited? And then you provide your main sections and categories. Then you ask a question, thinking of your main reason for visiting our website, did you achieve your goal so far? And the answer choices for this question could be either yes or no on different levels. And if the answer choice is negative for this question, then you try to learn what really caused this answer. So the further question is about their user experience. So you try to ask, can you tell us what went wrong or difficulties they really faced in trying to find the information they were looking for? Next, you ask how they would rate the certain attributes that are important on your website. And then you specify different features, different functionalities of your website, and asking them to rate in general gives a good idea about the popularity of those sections. But let's say if you're trying to make some additions on your website, or you want to better understand which sections and content of your website you need to focus on and prioritize, it's best to ask them to rank those that you asked earlier, or the additional attributes of your website, in the order of importance that you would like us to improve or implement on our website to better serve your needs. So it may also be some of the features that are currently not on your website, but something that you or your web development team are considering to implement. So it's good to get this kind of preliminary information about how your users would welcome this or other feature. So the final set of questions is really to understand how their user experience have any impact on your branding, on your marketing efforts, on building loyalty. So you ask question like, did our website change your perception of our organization or brand in any way? So this could be the perception change to a more like positive or negative side, and this is something that you really need to address. And the next is that you ask, how likely are you to use this site as your primary source for information about our organizations? So understand how it really contributes for this factor, and how people actually find information, how they use this website in order to learn about you, about your organization, about your activities. So this really, the answer to this question really kind of justify and support further investments you would be considering to make for your website. And on a final note, it is important to learn how they would really recommend your website to their friends, to their colleagues, relatives, or other business associates. Now the question is, okay, how do I start this survey? So how do I implement this on my website? So to answer to this question and to make this webinar more practical, we designed this website survey solution using the world's leading and most adopted digital research platform, Question Pro. And we also added some extra functionalities onto this solution by adding a pop-up window and teaser windows, which are sort of nice kind ways to invite your website users and prompt them to participate on your survey. So this with this free offering, what you really get is that you get this standard website survey completely designed and pre-made professionally to use on your website, which includes this 12 key questions, and they are included in 3 languages. So this also allows you to have this tailored survey URL that you can share through email or on social media, and once you collect this 100 survey respondents, then the system will automatically pause, and then we will provide you your survey results in Excel, PowerPoint, and PDF formats. So this would be a good way for you to get some good ideas about how your website is performing, and whether you would be interested to look more into their experience by considering some other more extended and advanced survey package offerings that we have. Now let me show you how actually you can get this set up on your website literally in no time. So the first is that make sure that you review the survey content, and for that, so if you click this button, now this prompts and loads this actual survey. We have made this multilingual by adding different languages. But let's specify you choose English, and then here is the layout of those 12 questions with the answer choices, which are very much like over 90% are related to all organization's website, because as I said, the answer choices that we used actually apply to over 90% of corporate websites content. Now, if you decide to set this survey up on your website, the next step for you is to request it by completing this quick form. So if you go to this friendly URL that we made up, so survey.pdigital.com/join. So if you click that, this loads up a quick form which goes directly to our desktop, and here you just specify basic information about, so what is your name, your organization, your country, and your email address, so we can get back to you. And Here, the main purpose of this form is for you to submit us, to share with us your website domain for what you need us to set up this survey for. And here, so as this last question, so company website domain, you specify the domain of your website, and here there is this message about your next step for you to add this embed code on your website's template file or the master index file just right before the closing body tag. And this is the embed code that you need to copy and share with your website administrator or your technical team, so they can really quickly insert this secure script onto your website's template file right before the closing body tag. And this way we will be able to activate it and confirm that the code was installed on your website correctly. And right after that, the pop-up will start showing up with the teaser windows, so you can start collecting website visitors' feedback. This way, we can conclude our today's episode. Thanks so much for taking time to listen, and I much appreciate your company. Please feel free to ask any questions or leave any comments right below this video. As I said, I'm happy to explore and answer any questions you might have, and try to help your website to be more effective through the use of digital research projects. And as a official Question Pro solutions and reseller partner, we use the suite of tools to conduct any kind of any scope of any complexity of digital research or customer experience, employee experience, and other research projects, down to very specific needs and the requirements. So I'll be happy to assist with any digital research projects you have in mind. So thank you so much again for your time, and I hope to see you on our next episode next Wednesday on the 15th of February. Thank you. Bye now.